Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in the current NBA. It seems like the star players have more and more power than they've ever had before. We've heard certain players been labeled as a coach killer. Basically, they're not fond of their head coach and they play a role in seeing that head coach get fired. Well, we've never really heard much of that regarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. Of course, two-time MVP, one-time NBA champion, still one of the best players in the world. Always seemed like a mild nature guy, at least to me. Well, for the second time in about an 8-month span, the Bucks have moved on from their head coach after, I believe, what was it, 2 days ago? The surprising news that Adrian Griffin has been let go by the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, they are now hiring Doc Rivers. Previous to that, after last season, the team fired Mike Budenholzer, fresh off a first-round loss to the Miami Heat, one that Giannis wasn't around for about half the series. So two head coaches gone in 8 months. We know Giannis had made the comments about how he doesn't want to sign a long-term extension until um, he sees that the front office is doing the best they can to keep a championship contender around him. Well, enter Bill Simmons. So Bill Simmons is a guy I followed for quite some time. Definitely entertaining writer, entertainer, and talker. Well, he had this to say about Giannis. This is via Basketball Network. Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen's blood on his hand. Bill Simmons speculated if Giannis is a teammate, coach, killer. So, on the latest episode of his podcast, Bill Simmons delved into the aftermath of the Milwaukee Bucks' decision to part ways with head coach Adrian Griffin. So, his exact quote: "This is just a theory, Giannis. Probably Coach Bud's blood on his hands. Adrian Griffin, probably his blood on his hands. Drew Holiday's blood and Grayson Allen's blood all over his hands," Simmons said. "Does Giannis get enough credit for just being a coach teammate killer? Should he be put on the elite list of people who wreaked havoc on their own franchise?" So again, he started with "this is just a theory," not fully accusing him of being so. I will say it would be surprising if the front office didn't ask him about these coaching changes, especially the Budenholzer one, because they wanted him to sign that long-term deal to stay in Milwaukee. And then afterwards, Greek Freak did come out, mention that he was surprised by the firing, that he even invited Adrian Griffin to his wedding. So who knows? Milwaukee Bucks have definitely seen a decline in their team defense, which can't be fully unexpected. The Damian Lillard trade saw Drew Holiday leave the team, and Drew Holiday's maybe one of the four best guard defenders in the NBA. So they definitely were going to probably not be as good a defensive team, and we're expected to be better on offense because Damian Lillard is one of the best offensive point guards probably the game has ever seen. But what are your thoughts? Do you think there's any truth to the theory that Bill Simmons has put out regarding the teammate killer? I don't know about Holiday and Allen. I mean, yes, he wanted the team to improve, thus why the front office brought in Damian Lillard, but I don't know if he necessarily had a problem with either of those guys, where he said that he wanted Holiday and Grayson Allen off the team. I'm really not sure, but Doc Rivers in as Milwaukee Bucks head coach. I actually joked with my friend, I'm a Knicks fan, so I was like, well, if the Knicks are playing the Bucks in the playoffs and they're down 3-1, I could still have a ton of confidence. We know Doc Rivers has blown a lot of 3-1 leads in the playoffs. But what are your thoughts? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.